Welcome back, True Seeker. August 29th, 2018. If John McCain were still alive, he would have turned 82 years old today. Something in the news on what would have been his birthday is this. Google Maps temporarily labels Russell Senate Office Building as McCain Building. And if you're not aware, right after John McCain died, Senator Schumer from New York proposed that this same building be named after McCain. And what I want to show you are the parallels between the death of Senator Richard Russell, which the building is named after, and the death of John McCain. In case you're new here, I talk about the language of Gematria, the ancient practice of coding numbers into words, which is very important to this nation's history, the federal government, and Freemasonry, which has its headquarters in Washington, D.C., just like John McCain. So Richard Russell died at age 73. He died on January 21st, 1971. And 73 is a special number that has a lot to do with John McCain, which we're going to get to, but I want to start right here. His date of death, January 21st, 1/21, is a lot like the number 121. And in the two most important Gematria ciphers, Russell Senate Office Building and McCain Senate Office Building both sum to 121. This is the proposal to rename this building the McCain Senate Office Building. Moving on. Senator Richard Russell, when he died at age 73, he died on his 81st day of being 73 years old. And just so you can see, he was born November 2nd, 1897, meaning he celebrated his last birthday November 2nd, 1970. He died on his 81st day of his age, January 21st, 1971. And of course, John McCain just died at age 81, just shy of his 82nd birthday. And notice, Senator McCain in Gematria sums to 81. We refer to 81 as the ritual number. In Gematria, in two of the four base ciphers, ritual sums to 81. And in case you're new here, the way these two ciphers work, the darker green cipher on the left is the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z. The 26th letter is 26. R is 18, I is 9, T is 20, U is 21, A is 1, L is 12. Added up, ritual equals 81. To the right, the only difference is you run the alphabetic order in reverse. You make Z1 and you count back to A is 26. If you know the alphabetic order, it's easy to go in reverse. You just take 27 and you subtract the alphabetic order placement of the letter, and then you get what letter it is in reverse. So R is 18 with the alphabetic order, 27 minus 18, R is 9 in reverse. I becomes 27 minus 9, I is 18, etc. Add up the letters of ritual in reverse, 81. As for dying at 73 years old, remember, sacrifice equals 73, ritual sacrifice, 73. The difference in these two ciphers, which are both based on the alphabetic order A to Z, is you use the rules of numerology. So in the dark blue, ritual sacrifice is 73 because R, the 18th letter, you take the numerology of 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. I is the 9th letter, so I is 9. T is the 20th letter. The numerology of 20 is 2 plus 0 is 2. Use the 21st letter. 2 plus 1 is 3. So on. Ritual sacrifice, 73, the same as sacrifice. Numbers we see around suspicious deaths often. With regards to 73 and John McCain, all of these things happened. We talked about this the night of his death. He has this beef with Trump. Trump's birthday is June 14th, the same as the flag's birthday. From Trump's birthday to the day McCain died was his 73rd day of his age. Further, John McCain was born August 29th, 36, a date with 73 numerology. The story of him being a prisoner of war is that he was released in the year 73. Also, the date of the news story that Trump is disinvited from McCain's funeral, but Obama will be reading the eulogy and George H.W. Bush will be there. That story came August 27th, 2018, a date with 73 numerology. None of this coincidental, all ritual. Also interesting, Richard Russell was born November 2nd, 1897, a date with numerology of 128. John McCain died on the day, leaving 128 days left in the year. And for another parallel, John McCain died from brain cancer on the same day in history that Ted Kennedy died from brain cancer. August 25th, 2009 is the date Ted Kennedy passed. August 25th, 2018, the date McCain passed. And both dates were dates with numerology having life lesson numbers of 44. The name Ted Kennedy in Gematria 44, the word brain 44, the word cancer 44, chemo 44, kill 44. Add brain plus cancer, 44 plus 44, it sums to 88. Write out August 25th in the base cipher, also 88. Fitting date to die from brain cancer. Also in the base ciphers, brain cancer and August 25th sum to 74, as I covered the day of McCain's death. They paralleled the coincidence, as they put it, of him dying on the same day as Ted Kennedy, like the coincidence of John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both dying on July 4th, 1826. And I'll have you know that killing sums to 74, like Gematria, this practice of coding numbers into words. English with this same cipher sums to 74. Masonic sums to 74. There's a song called Gematria, the killing name. Notice holidays 74, so is Independence Day. And not only did Thomas Jefferson and John Adams both die on July 4th, 74 in 1826, but 1826 days later on July 4th, 1831, James Monroe died, 7-4. And again, the news paralleled the coincidence of McCain and Ted Kennedy both dying on August 25th to the coincidence of Monroe and Adams dying on the same day, July 4th. 3 of the first 5 presidents dead on that date. Now what's interesting is if you write out Independence Day with the alphabetic order, it sums to 128, and from July 4th to August 25th happens to be 7 weeks and 4 days. You know, some things could be coincidental, but in light of the way the news media presented this, I'm thinking there's something deeper and darker about this riddle, and if we go back through history, we'll probably find more parallels, such as what we're talking about here. You know, you don't want to be a coincidence theorist. You want to be a truth seeker. You want to be a logical, rational person. People like to criticize me for doing this research, but the truth is this research is undeniable. And the greater truth is that I've been figuring this stuff out since September 11th, 2001, when I was just 18 years old, and that day I couldn't deny the fact that there must be something greater to numbers. 911, a national emergency, buildings that look like giant 11s in the 11th state, on the 11th day of the month where the first plane to hit was AA11. A is 1, AA is 1111. The World Trade Center is 110 stories tall. There's a whole lot more, but that's how it all began once upon a time. If you look at the Gematria Russell Senate Office Building and McCain Senate Office Building in all 4 of the base ciphers, again, the dark blue cipher is the most important. Perfect overlap in the dark blue, but even look in the green cipher, 292, 229, reshuffling of the same numbers, 437, 473, reshuffling of the same numbers. So I'm going to link this blog post down below. There are some other important observations. It's been the Russell Senate Office Building since 1972, which means it's been that for 47 years. Some of you are probably doing the math and going, wait a minute, from 72 to 2018 is 46 years later, but don't forget to count 72 as well. That's 47 years that it's been named that. Remember, everything in DC is 47. Using the base ciphers, DC's 47, government 47, authority 47, Republican 47, Democrat 47, President 47, Caesar 47, White House 47, Trump 47. Trump was in the 47-story Midtown Hilton Hotel the night of the rig selection. His name Richard also sums to 47 in the base ciphers, and more interesting than that, Richard Russell sums to 211. Richard Russell 211. 211 is the 47th prime number. And that also goes with his birthday. November 2nd can be written 2/11 like 211. Don't forget The Apprentice equals 211. Trump 47. 211, the 47th prime. The word Mason in Jewish Gematria is 211. The Freemason logo has the compass set at 47 degrees. DC, designed by a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason from France. France equals 47. City named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, George Washington. So, the more we look, the more we learn, truth seeker, you know. If you missed my prior work on John McCain's death, you definitely want to check that out. If you're new here and you want to know more about this study, which I hope you do, I have written a book that has taken me 5 years to write. It is 773 pages long, and it is just $5 because I want everyone to have this book and have no excuses why not to buy it. This book teaches you the code, how it's been used throughout history up to the present, covers much more than you would ever imagine. I don't think there's any book out there that has more knowledge in it, and I don't say that to toot my own horn or because I wrote it. I say that because I believe it to be true, and I'm pretty sure if you read the book, you will find the same thing. Till next time, Truth Seeker.